show. Over a sunlit Bournbrook pitch that's hopefully going to bring us a lot of quality action this afternoon. This day needs it. I've had a dull day. I wasn't outside today. Yeah. What's that? 8 degrees.
Did we find the link on?
Just you type in UB Sport Fitness.
Didn't go how cold I get when I'm stood here on the side of the pitch commentating the game. So we are not far away from the action here. The umpires have already pulled both teams out. Both teams in a puddle, getting ready to go. Of course, it's a big game in the Premier 1 division for the Bournbrook. The University of Birmingham W1s tops the division with 5 wins from 5 in the ultimate play. So that went to start 2022 with a good performance. 2 teams 3 wins out of 4 games. Sitting in 4th, is the fairly top of the table fight. Lots of games still to be played. Top spot.
Durham We're watching on YouTube. We're probably I've never seen you.
We're going to have to go by numbers because there's no numbers related to the names of that. Start the game off and push back. A little bit threatening there.
I can't see shit.
Ready for going for the field position. Early on, problems for them. The Durham start. That's straight behind again, so Birmingham will play out from just a couple of minutes in here, some beams down behind the Birmingham play. We'll try and work that. Out.
High ball in there and brought down.
Impress the fans that they were happy.
They enjoyed the aerial, but it didn't come of anything for Birmingham. And it is Durham who are going to bring it in on this right-hand touchline again. Sorry, Durham's left.
Yes, I wanted to correct you on that, but I thought I'd let you.
Oh, was that lost in the midfield by Durham?
Ooh!
Huge hit in there, and it's going to go Birmingham's way, and they play on quickly. Oh no, we're going back. We're going back to the place of the foul.
We've had the first heavy impact to the game.
Definitely, big impact. And we are going to have our first short corner of the game.
Yes.
Now, I love watching a short corner. When the Olympics rolls round, I'm always watching some field hockey for the short corners. I think this is the best part of the game by far. So I can't wait to see what Birmingham think up here as a plan to find the back of the net.
Oh, definitely. I mean, long corners are up there. Long corners are good, but short corner, they are much more exciting.
So Birmingham will look to create an interesting angle here, create space for the flick on goal.
As you notice, Durham can only have 4 defenders and their keeper defending this. So they are outnumbered.
And it comes the set, and strike is a good save by the Durham goalie.
Here we go!
Now Durham look to counter. On the counter attack, that's well defended, but it's going to go down as a kicked ball.
Great save by the Durham keeper there. I have got to admire hockey goalkeepers. They take a bit of a battering.
Put their body on the line for the team. Well, that's the first real shot in anger of this game, and it was a good effort. Good save with the feet by the Durham goalkeeper.
Didn't expect the first play good chance to get the game. Durham have looked more up for it.
Yeah, that's some aggressive defence in the midfield from Birmingham, and it's going to be a free hit for Durham as they try and work it down the right hand side against some more aggressive defence, and that's going to go out for Durham on their right hand side to bring it back in off the touchline. As the sun falls away behind a cloud, we can finally properly see the pitch. Definitely one for the sunglasses this game.
Yes. The umpires have their caps, so I'm sure the game will run smoothly.
Birmingham then, with the ball in the midfield, just looking to hold on to some possession here. Not something that they've had for large periods of this game so far.
But they've got good composure around the back, so it's a good one there.
Some nice skills, but she goes down the Birmingham 85 and no foul given against it. Durham don't make anything of it though. I thought there was a bit of contact in there. Maybe she just went down of her own accord, tripping over her own stick.
Easily done.
I wouldn't know. I was terrible at hockey in PE. I have to say I dreaded it, but I do enjoy watching it.
Was that 5 metres?
As there goes the aerial, brought down by Durham.
The opposition players have to be 5 metres away if you even consider attempting an aerial ball. All safety regs in the game.
More changes for Durham early on. They've already gone through 4 changes. Big squads here today for both sides, so we'll expect to see a lot of roll-in of the subs.
Yeah, utilising the rolling subs rule. If subs come off, they can come back on.
Yes,
This is good play from Durham. They're working the space here.
65 seems to be controlling Durham's.
And after we say that, it's given away in the midfield.
Curse.
Some nice ball control there with the stick from 73 for Birmingham. And can she work herself a bit of space to find a pass? Up goes the aerial, brought down well by Durham's 42. A very good film, 42. Not that that's relevant. So that goes straight out behind the goal line as I contemplate my accidental partridge there.
Partridges.
I am sorry.
Partridgisms are never accidental.
Oh, that's a lovely aerial. And Birmingham have worked themselves up the field here. The 108, who looks to be playing centre forward for Birmingham, couldn't get it under her spell and ends up hitting it with the back of the stick, which of course provides Durham with a free hit in their defensive 23. So Durham play out. 68 in the base of the midfield here. as Durham they certainly look to be able to play it out well. Again, I'm just going to shut up. The commentator's curse strikes once again.
Make it out for yourself, back it out.
Yeah, there is no point in us being here whatsoever if we're just going to curse the game. I mean, Anthony's already said it's going to be 0-0.
Well, given that save from the short corner, I'm surprised.
Oh, that's some lovely skills, and that's going to be a free hit for Durham, straight through the legs of Birmingham's 103 there from Durham's 50. We've seen some good skills on show here with the stick. No 3D skills yet, which I'll be excited to see.
Around the world.
Yeah. I love a few 3D skills. My flatmate James, who is a hockey player himself, loves to get his hockey ball out, his hockey stick out in the flat, practice his skills. I said hockey stick.
I said hockey ball as well.
Good control there as Birmingham look to play out from the back. The press is good from Durham. Sort of a mid-block, if it's called that in this sport. And it's caused Birmingham to turn the ball over. There's been a lot of that, no real sustained possession for either side in this game.
It's been a very good display of how low severity is required to excel in this sport.
Something neither of us would know about, and that has gone straight out of play. And Birmingham look to play quickly. It's going to be a long corner. Oh, it's not, in fact. It's going to be played out from the 23. This shows the level of knowledge that we have. I thought I heard the umpire call long corner.
I don't know what you called, but I don't think he said
And this time, it's a free hit for Birmingham. Oh, well, the umpire's not happy with something.
Is he going to produce one of the 3 coloured cards here? Of course, green is a warning, yellow, you're off for 5, and red. Back to dressing room early.
Oh, great sharing. That's just great communication.
So, Birmingham looking to build pressure here inside the Durham 23, and again, I have cursed them. I feel like me talking is just a continuous curse for the University of Birmingham.
Is he cursing at this point, or are we just very, very good at seeing the game, reading the game?
What, reading the game wrong?
No, we're visionaries. We know it's going to happen, so... Yeah, I realise I got completely wrong end of the stick on that.
Yeah. As luckily, no one currently on the field has. They're all holding their sticks the right way around. As Durham play out from the back again, the sweeper looks to spread the play, and it's a lovely pass, and now there's space on the right hand side for Durham as they build through the midfield. Birmingham getting players back, it's well intercepted, and it's going to be a Birmingham free hit, and they look to play quickly.
They were fortunate there, Birmingham. They're at risk of being overrun, but did well to maintain possession in the midfield there. That's a loose ball.
It's again good pressing from Durham.
Yeah.
Winning it high. There's a lot of support actually on the sideline for Durham University. They seem to have brought a few supporters down with them from the north. Welcome to Bournbrook. We know it's not beautiful, but it's ours.
It was at the start. The sun's now gone. The sun clearly not a fan of hockey.
Oh, it's gone into the back of the net. Of course, it doesn't count. Anthony's confused. It doesn't count the shot. The pass was from outside of the D.
Ah, yes. I knew that rule about that.
Again, Anthony didn't do his research for long enough before the game.
No.
8 minutes of YouTube viewing is not enough to commentate on a hockey game.
Please, to even assume I had to do research is insulting.
That's again good pressing. It's going to be a free hit for Birmingham, but the press is so high from Durham that it's hard for Birmingham to play out.
Yes. You'd think that, given the size of the ball, you can fit it through these narrow corridors, but
Oh, that's some aggression in the challenge from Durham.
I do like to see
The Durham supporters are loving it. I'm not sure how to feel about that. It was very aggressive on the tackling, nowhere near the ball, and I think that's potentially looking to avoid a green card.
As you can see, the spray coming up off the pitch, it has been extensively watered before this game, so there's plenty of zip
As
and
Birmingham have
boing
found
there.
space here, they're into the... Oh, it's a brilliant tackle. They were
Had to
into
get
the
that
goal
right.
area.
It's one of those, if you get it wrong, you can really set the game on a bad path.
Birmingham broke into the scoring area, and that was a good chance for them. They had 4 players inside the D, and it's an absolutely brilliant tackle, in fact, to deny them from Durham's sweep of the number 11. And Durham also almost find their way through there. A long ball up the field almost found the Durham centre forward in behind the Birmingham defence.
Keeper was comfortable on the ball though, and we've just gone up to 15 minutes played. The score is still 0-0.
As Durham play in off the left-hand side, they look to work it back to find space, but again it's straight out behind the goal line.
Nice idea from 42 there, playing it through a crowd of players. Is that the corridor of uncertainty, just playing it forward through there?
I think so.
Sure. Nothing uncertain about this though, this has been a good game for the first 15 minutes. Good end-to-end stuff, both teams really up for it.
Birmingham look to work down the left-hand side here. They play it back into the midfield, and that's a good touch to knock it around the Durham attacker who was back on the defence. Oh, that's a good control. And it's going to go behind for what I believe will be a long corner. I don't even know at this point. Maybe long corners also apply on the 23 line. Again, elementary knowledge of hockey really serving as well.
Okay, so far we've not called it a puck, so
yes, this is not ice hockey for anyone tuning in. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Not be cold if we're being struck.
The Durham 11 is going to be feeling that one. Get used to the pins and needles for the next 20 minutes.
Let's go off. Let's go off.
That is not a light ball. It hurts if it hits, especially on a cold day like today.
Couldn't even muster the high five going off there. It's a stinger. She's not out for too long.
Right. Durham then, well, I was going to say Durham in possession, they're not. It's a free hit for Birmingham. And Birmingham have definitely, I think, found a bit of control in this game in the last 5 to 10 minutes. They seem to be holding the ball a little bit better than Durham are. Durham's press is good, but Birmingham's possession seems to be slightly better, and it's created a few openings. Neither side looks like really creating a scoring chance yet, but it is still early on in this one. As the play is right down in front of us here, and Birmingham are going to get the ball on the right-hand touchline just inside the Durham 23. Or just on the Durham 23. Birmingham look to switch the play across the back line. Definitely. And it's just about kept, it's not kept in play, and that is how an attack breaks down.
Maybe that should be a hockey line out. That was well, good vision for both of us, to be fair. We both called that.
They don't exist.
Well, there's a gap in the market.
Anthony fancies his time as an umpire, as there is a real chilling wind that's come down on the Bournbrook Pavilion, which is really not enjoyable. As there is a player down for Durham. She went down under heavy contact. And we're gonna
Can't imagine that's half time.
stop. I imagine the game is in quarters then. Again, we have no clue. I imagine it's in quarters or thirds.
Who knows?
Maybe. Well, we've had 20 minutes so far.
Okay, well, what have you thought so far, Anthony?
Well, I think it's been a great insight into the game of hockey. It's really a good advert for the game, this. And it's good clash, both teams really enjoying themselves. There's been a bit more aggression than I thought there would be. I didn't think there'd be as many collisions as we've seen. Is that 3? We've had 3 big ones. We've had a penalty save.
Well, penalty corner save.
Is this fair?
We're still seeing a long corner.
The Durham men's team seem intrigued by the commentary setup here. The live stream setup. No, not us. No, as they know, we are professionals. No, they seem excited that the game is being streamed. Unfortunately for them, the men's game later is not being streamed, I do believe, on UOB Sport Fitness YouTube channel and Burn FM. I don't. Yeah, exactly. There is. This game is nothing without Anthony Johnson. My leg on the gate. I think it's been a real cagey affair so far. Neither team really holding on to the ball for sustained periods of time. A lot of turnovers, but it's been an exciting watch. I'd like to see maybe more goal scoring opportunities. I think we've had that one penalty corner from Birmingham. That's the closest anyone's come, and it's the only time anyone's come close really to scoring in this game. So far, Anthony's curse is unfortunately working. No. As the players come back out onto the field to restart after that break.
Is that a cooling break? Because it is scorching.
It is absolutely roasting it. Possibly drop down to 6 degrees Celsius. I'd predict it feels like 3 with the wind. And we're ready to go again. Durham will push back.
The major problem with this structure is
yeah. Durham University will push back to start this second period. As they look to play it around the defence once again. A little bit of contact there.
Yeah, yes.
And Durham are going to get a free hit for that.
Still technically on there.
Just right in front of us there, the Birmingham right winger made contact with the Durham left fullback, and that is kicked. And it's gone against Durham there, but that definitely came off a Birmingham foot, and the Durham supporters not happy with that decision.
No, Durham supporters have been very vocal. It's nice to see, and if anyone is tuning in the Birmingham area, maybe we need some more Brum support. So, you know where it is, Bournbrook Pitches, the blue ones. Get down and you will not be disappointed. It's been a very good game so far.
That's a good catch, and it's going to go Birmingham's way. I didn't see much wrong with it, but the umpires twice now in a row have given Birmingham decisions that seemed a little bit contentious.
I think they know what they're doing.
Okay, Anthony. I'm not going to call it how I see it, because Anthony disagrees with my information.
No, just Josh with you, mate.
Yeah, well, I'm not Josh.
No, he is Aidan Clark, and I am Anthony Johnson.
So Durham will play out from the halfway line. The number 42 gets us going. Back to the sweeper, number 11.
Crossing over the halfway line again, 50 yards to go up the pitch. Of course, it's being 100 yards.
Oh, that's a good tackle. The number 144 for Birmingham squares it. Oh, it's a miscontrol from the number 108. That was a big chance for Birmingham, winning it high up the field. If the 108 gets that under control, that's a real chance to score. That was the high press working at its best.
Well, they're giving Durham a taste of what they were playing in the first half.
Definitely. As again, Birmingham look to play down this right-hand side, that a lot of their build-up has come down. And it's a good drive forward from the right winger, the number 89. It comes to nothing. It's a weak cross that dribbles straight out behind the goal line. A big shout from the number 11 for Durham. I'm not happy with a bit of the defensive effort from the forwards. Durham play out again from the back.
Oh, had to get that right.
And that's gone straight out, but that had to be cleared.
Straight to the dugouts now.
As we are being treated to windbreakers on our mics.
Yes. The microphones are getting cold and I've got the hats on. So
we're back with mufflers this time, so if the feedback was somewhat crackly or the wind was loud on our mics, well, you have now got clear sound to enjoy the rest of this game. As Durham work it out down the right hand side again, a lot of play in this game has come down both sides both sides right hand side.
I presume that's to do with being predominantly right-handed. If there's more right-handed players, obviously they'll out to the right. Again, I've never played.
Maybe. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yes, were I a hockey player, I would play it out to the right.
Thank you for that, Anthony. Birmingham look to work it around the defence. It's a good first touch, but it's lost high.
Turnover there.
And Durham now with 4 players streaming forward, but it's won back well by Birmingham, and they are going to get the free hit. Good recovery defence there from Birmingham after losing it deep towards their own scoring area.
Substitution is made for Birmingham, the number 63 going off. I can't see the number of who's come on, but change has been made.
Birmingham have it in their right fullbacker position.
Yes.
It's now played through the centre of the field, and that's some beautiful skill with the stick to work some space in the midfield, but it doesn't come to anything initially, and that's brilliant work out from the back by Durham. Again, the Durham men's team who are playing later very much enjoyed that bit of skill.
The away fans really adding some atmosphere to this game, which in itself is good entertainment.
There's not much being created in terms of attacking chances. It's very much a game played in the midfield.
Yes, it's been good to watch in midfield. I mean, the game could do with a goal. I think it's whoever scores first, I think will.
As the ball goes behind the Birmingham goal off a Birmingham stick for the first time in this game, Durham look to play it round the defence, and this time it's straight out behind the goal line for Birmingham to play out from their D again.
I think there was a bit of miscommunication there. They had options in front.
Yeah, too often really. That's happened for Durham, hasn't it?
Yeah. Not picked the right option.
They've been looking for those incisive line-breaking passes that just haven't come to fruition, and it's ended up with Birmingham a lot of times having to play it from the back, which is something that Durham have seemed to be okay with. I mean, the press is so high here that it's difficult for Birmingham to work space. And that's
3 on 1 there.
Free hit.
Done well. 73's done well there to maintain possession, albeit in the form of a free hit. And
that aerial is going to find its way into the Durham back line.
Good yardage
high pressing. That's worked out well for Durham. They've played out from the defence really well, and they've worked some space to now work it along the back line and try and build out. And again, Durham look for those line-breaking passes that just aren't coming off for them, but Birmingham put the ball straight out of play, and Durham are going to get it straight back.
Nice idea from the right fullbacker there.
That's a beautiful pass. And it's going to break for Durham here. It comes off a Durham knee, and that is a free hit for Birmingham. It just flicks the knee of the Durham right inner. So it's a Durham free hit, about 30-35 yards from the goal. And Durham now works some space on the right hand side. Can they get it into the scoring area? They can. There's a chance of a shot if they can get it away. It's a good tackle with the stick.
Birmingham have to break now. Has to make use of this.
Oh, it's a loose pass. There's a very good tackle in the scoring area from Birmingham. It was important as well because that was a good chance for Durham. It's the first time they've made their way into the scoring area with any kind of chance of looking at a shot.
Just 8 minutes played after that last restart now. And still we wait for that elusive goal.
Durham look to hold on to possession, play it around the back line, not seeing a pass on forward. This time they look long and it breaks in the midfield and Birmingham take control of it just outside their D. And they lose it high again. Durham now with a chance to create space and get into the scoring area, and it's going to be a penalty corner.
Yes. Good strong running into the 23 there from Durham.
Well, this is the second penalty corner of the game, the first for Durham. This is their first real chance to get a shot on goal. In fact, it will be their first shot on goal.
Yes. Can the Birmingham keeper replicate the heroics of her opposite number in the first half? That's what we'll see.
So, Durham have had their huddle. They've got their plan lined up. It'll be put in by the Durham number 50, the left winger, as they look to create a chance at a shot. There's the set. There's the flick, and it's saved comfortably in the end by the Birmingham goalkeeper. Not hit cleanly.
No, neither was that.
And Birmingham look to counter, and here's space in the midfield.
Two going to ground.
And it's a green card.
First card of the game.
Durham men's team, again, not happy with the decision.
Not happy.
I can't comment. I didn't see.
I hope you can comment. That is literally our job.
Thank you again, Anthony, for that one. So now it's Birmingham's chance to try and get it into the scoring area. That's hit way too hard, not finding any teammate. Straight into the back of the goal with no resistance from the Durham goalkeeper. Durham have it then in there, and there's some nice skills on the left-hand side, but the pass goes straight out of play. A lot of Durham's players come through that number 50 on the left wing.
Yes, I was just going to say, her passing has been good. I mean, she had that pass where she got it across the field for their first big chance before their penalty corner. So yeah, so good things have been going through her.
Durham one player down at the moment. Only 9 outfield players on the pitch after the cards. Birmingham have it on the right hand side, and it's a good challenge. Birmingham will put it back in. Nice play into the midfield. Can Birmingham find a bit of space? They opt to go back into the defensive line. And that's a free hit to Durham. It's hit the foot of a Birmingham player. So Durham will play on from the right hand side, and it's lost in the midfield, and Birmingham now with a bit of space to drive into. That's a brilliant tackle from the 22 in the midfield for Durham, and then she gives it straight back to Birmingham.
She did the hard stuff well, but basics prevailing her.
A good tackle up, and it's going to go as a Birmingham free hit there after the tackle.
Decisions have been given quite late this game. I don't know, it seems
I think they know what they're doing, Anthony.
Yeah, I know. I know. But it's just slows the game down.
Birmingham then, just outside the 23, and that's a good challenge, but Birmingham will regain possession and look
really
to
putting the pressure on here.
Find another gap. Durham press deep every single player
38.
inside the 23.
38 has scored again.
Birmingham can't get a flick on it inside the scoring area, and
yes, we're within the area.
Straight behind. So Durham will play out again. It's still been a fairly quiet game in terms of chances, both sides with just the one shot.
Yes, both coming from their penalty corners.
Two shots on target, of course, 100% shot on target rate in this game. Yeah, both from the penalty corners, just one penalty corner each. It's been certainly a game that's spent a lot of its time in the midfield, not finding scoring chances.
Birmingham. Which way is that going to go?
It's a free hit to Durham. It's been a common occurrence. Birmingham get themselves into a good area, just can't hold on to possession.
No.
It's been a good game, but it has been certainly lacking attacking invention, let's say.
On my watch, there's 1 minute left of this period.
Right. Well, let's hope Anthony's watch works, because I don't have one.
Oh, well, there's no denying the watch works. It's just whether I've set the right time on it. Very good play.
Birmingham win it in the midfield, but it's going to go against them for a free hit for Durham.
Yes. Very good play by the Durham 77 there to knock it through 3 opposition players.
There is a leaf on the pitch. There's a few leaves on the pitch.
Yes.
That is a slip hazard. I am worried for the safety
we
of the
will
players.
not report the exact number of the leaves.
I see 3.
I'm not even going to try and...
Oh, that's a beautiful pass. It split the two Durham players on that right-hand side. Otherwise, that would have been a great...
It was as if they weren't sure which one was going to go for it.
Yeah, it was good invention.
Yes.
Bit of a back flick.
As I say, the communication towards the final... It's not third, is it? It's... Well, yeah, third.
23.
Final 23.
That's a good control from the Birmingham 101 from the aerial. And they gain a bit of field position just behind halfway. So they look to work it around the back line to find some space on this right-hand side again. Breaks for a Durham player, and it's going to be a Durham free hit. Comes off the foot of a Birmingham midfielder, and Anthony is getting the gloves out. It is a cold one. We started off the proceedings saying that it was quite a nice day. It's got cold.
It's not unpleasant now, but it is very, very cold.
As we see some good skill from the Durham 50, who switched sides of the pitch in this recent minutes.
Come more central.
And she's won it again, and it's flicked into the scoring area. It's a good effort, and it just heads wide.
Again, the number 50 providing the creative threat.
As the drain behind us is measured to be replaced.
It's cracked.
It is cracked. Just like the Birmingham defence there by that incisive pass.
Yes.
And if that flick was just a bit softer, it could have been directed on target. And that was the second shot of the game for Durham. The first shot we've seen from open play in this game. And again, it came through the Durham 50, who's been the creative outlet for them. As that ball shoots up into the air and straight out for Durham possession.
Believe it or not, it is still 8 degrees, apparently.
I do not believe it.
No, neither do I.
I am freezing. But that's what you get. You should come prepared when you commentate. I didn't bring gloves. That was my mistake. As Durham work it through the back line, there's a nice flick round the corner. And it's going to be a second penalty corner for Durham. It hits the foot inside the scoring area, and this is a good chance now for Durham. They've gained a bit of control in these last few minutes.
You can probably hear the away fans to our left. They're feeling this will be, at last, their chance to erupt into celebration.
Well, here we go. Third penalty corner of the game, second to Durham. Can they find a way through? They've been the better side in these last couple minutes, and this is a good chance. There's the...
Taken too early, maybe. Oh.
Well, we're going to go again.
The umpire was not happy.
Not happy with something in there.
No.
So we go again, and it's going to be put in by the Durham number 50 this time. 50. It was the 92 last time we put it in.
No, 50 is the last one. She just wasn't on the spot up before. I think that's what I just swapped actually. But
and they work it well. Here comes the shot. It's a good block, and it heads behind. And there's the end of the period. Well, Birmingham defended it really well. Durham tried something different with a little flick between the legs to open up another angle for the shot, but it was well defended.
It's worth trying.
Birmingham rushed well, and in the end, the shot didn't seem a threat. But certainly towards the end of that period, it was Durham who were looking the threat in this game. Anthony, what do you make of that second period we've seen?
I thought it was had a little less fire in it than the first. Of course, I think we must be halfway through the game by now. Still competitive, still exciting. I think Birmingham they're good in phases, but Durham have got that consistency. I think they're able to put to bed those Birmingham attacks and counter-attack well. Of course, winning 2 penalty corners in this period. What's that? We're now on 4 for the game, and still 3 for the game. Sorry, and still no game.
And as well, Durham have run up the shot tally. There's 3 in that.
Yeah,
3 in that period for them. I think certainly the last 5 to 10 minutes were dominated by the women in purple.
Yeah.
And Birmingham need to wrestle back a bit of control, wrestle back a bit of threat, and hopefully find, unbiased, potentially find a go-ahead goal in this game.
Yes.
It certainly looks possible there's going to be goals after that period.
Well, I already made a sort of prediction before the game went ahead, but what I would say, I think we've found ourselves in a next goal wins situation.
Yeah, I think 1 goal could win this game. It's a tight affair. Neither side giving away too much in terms of chances, in terms of space in the final third. And I think it really could be 1 goal wins this game. I wouldn't be surprised if we weren't to see a goal in this game, to be honest.
No.
Because it's been just such a cagey and tight affair with both sides being difficult to break down. I think going into this third period, I'll be interested to see whether Birmingham can find themselves in the scoring area more often, because they really haven't found themselves in that area too much. I think they've been in there twice in the whole game.
Unfortunate, really, because Birmingham have done okay in a midfield battle. I mean, it's been quite nip and tuck in there for the whole game, actually, but they've done well to sustain some of the Durham pressure at times. And that 38 has been, for Birmingham, has been put in. She's put 1 or 2 balls into the danger zone, but couldn't get a flick on.
So, both sides just in a team talk, hoping to get some tactical insight into how they can really find a way through in this third period.
Maybe a change of formation is required. Perhaps deploy a 5-5, because both of them have been playing sort of a 3-4-3. So the team will...
definitely. It is chillingly cold. I feel like it's getting colder.
I might put my hood up. I want them to see you put my hood up there.
Of course, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the UB Sport Fitness channel on YouTube, or welcome to Burn FM
as well.
on the airwaves.
Yes.
Student radio here at University of Birmingham. I am Aidan Clark, alongside me is Anthony Johnson, and this is University of Birmingham W1s against Durham University W1s in the BUCS.
No. All it's done is restrict the vision quite a bit. But oh well. When the game kicks off again, I'll put the hood back down, I think.
The umpire's having a nice chat on halfway.
What do you think they're talking about?
Probably the game.
Probably.
I doubt they already know each other. I feel like they're just here for the purpose of umpiring this one.
Maybe.
Maybe they are good friends from the local area. This is a very long break, as you can tell by the poor standard of commentary.
Well, okay, let's change that then. Who's been your player of the match so far?
I think the number 50 for Durham.
Yeah.
On this left wing, she also dropped into 10. She also switched over to the right-hand side towards the end of it.
A bit as well.
Played in the centre of midfield. That versatility's been really important.
Good rotation from the whole Durham squad, to be fair.
Yeah, and she's shown that little bit of inspiration that the other players haven't in this game, I think.
No.
I think if there's any chance that's going to come from open play, it seems like it's going to come from that number 50.
Yep.
As I assume you feel the same.
Oh, I do. Yes. Yeah. I fully agree with your decision for player of the match so far.
And we seem to finally be getting back out.
Yes. Swapping ends this time. You can see some of the players hopping up and down to keep warm.
Yeah.
Don't
I think
blame
the umpire's lost his whistle. It's been a much longer break than.
Maybe that's what they're talking about.
I imagine it's quarters then if we've done.
Yeah.
If we're heading into a third and that was a longer break potentially for half time.
Yes.
Here we go. There is the whistle. As the Birmingham side come back out on now our right hand side, and they will get us going with the pushback in this, what I believe to be the second half.
Yeah, if it's quarters, what's that? 35 by 2, 17 and a half. Yeah. Right, we'll go 17 and a half. Yeah.
So Birmingham push back, and we are underway in the third period of this game. Birmingham looked to get going down the left-hand side early on, but its possession is given away, and the Durham captain has it.
Good solid play there.
As they look to work down their right-hand side. Good challenge in the midfield from Birmingham's 49, and a free hit goes against Durham and Birmingham's way.
Number 11 for Durham, being very vocal, organising her backline well.
The halfway line is good, says the umpire, for this free hit.
Looks okay, to be fair, yeah.
It is a good halfway line.
And you can see more halfway lines like this at University of Birmingham. Great facilities here. And great matches played upon it like this one.
There's halfway line to go. I've not seen many better. There's Birmingham. I can't. Oh.
If you have to rate out of 10, what would you give it? I'd have to go down the middle. Give it a 5.
Birmingham looked to work it into the scoring area. It's intercepted well by Durham's midfield captain, and now it's a one-person attack here for Durham, and it's going very well. The number 22 drives to just outside the scoring area before losing possession. Good dribble in there.
Shame she was up there on her own, because that was another good chance.
A very good chance, and that's a lovely back flick that the 73 for Birmingham is going to get onto. Nice play there, but it comes off a foot. It's going to go Birmingham's way on the free hit. So Birmingham's 85 will get it back underway as the ball just needs to be worked from the far side. I don't think they heard the whistle sound from the umpire, who was behind the play and directly in front of us. So Birmingham looked to work it around the back line to try and find some space to then play a pass into the scoring area. They look to work it down the right wing.
These kind of scenarios where Birmingham should take advantage, but they've fluffed the lines.
Yeah, again,
Over on
it
the far
falls apart
side.
on the wing. I think potentially Birmingham need to try a similar tack
Going through the middle.
to Durham and try and find a way through the centre.
If Birmingham were a
of the
plane,
defence.
they would have a
That's
problem.
a huge aerial and it's gone straight out. I imagine that will lead to a changeover in possession. It will. So that's a bit of a poor decision from Durham there.
Poor decision.
And this is a good position for Birmingham to win possession.
Back on the wings.
Say that 5 times fast. Or not.
Oh,
This time Birmingham do look to go through the middle. It's intercepted well. And well defended by Birmingham. Durham really kind of trapped in this period. They're not holding on to the momentum that they ended the first half with.
Back out on the wing.
Oh, that's going to sting. One right on the knee.
Perhaps they'll find some success on these wings now, Birmingham. Back in the middle we go.
Here's the
Swapping
sweeper
sides.
for Birmingham. Plays it down the right-hand side. Can they find a way into the D? It's a
Is there a
good
foot in there?
tackle, and it's going to go
No.
against Birmingham for a
No.
Durham free hit. Again, it's just the breakdowns of these attacks. Durham look to build out, play it through the midfield. It's the number 68, lays it back to the number 25, who can't seem to find much space, and ends up going back to the back line of Durham. And they look to switch sides, do they? Or 11
Nah,
falls
they'll
the
stay
press
central.
there and works it back the way it came, but that pass is loose,
Oh, that hit
and
the-
so is that touch from the Birmingham sweeper.
Great recovery. Who's
Birmingham
that?
looked to just hold on to it. That could have been disastrous with the loose control at the back.
Do not hit the back end of the stick there. I thought that was a foul if it.
I couldn't tell you.
We need a replay.
Yeah, unfortunately we can't provide replays.
Just hit the seek back button on your YouTube. You'll.
And that's come off a Durham foot. The decision comes there to make the tackle, and Birmingham will have it on the touchline as I try and get my hands warm.
Birmingham making full use of the 60 yards wide pitch here. Playing right down to the touchline, which is at 100 yards.
Good chance here
and
for
they're
Birmingham in the scoring area, and they're
No
going to get a
penalty.
penalty corner out of it.
Oh,
Second penalty corner for Birmingham in this game.
Birmingham fans happy with that.
And this is a good chance for Birmingham to get their second shot on goal of the game. We've of course seen now, this is our 4th penalty corner of the game. We've seen 3. Nothing has come of any of them yet. Still 0-0 here in this tie.
Impressive from Birmingham now. A bit more grit there and a bit more impetus going forward, and they've got the just rewards for this.
This has definitely been Birmingham's quarter, I'd say that.
Oh, definitely.
Durham didn't carry over the momentum they had at the end of the first half, and now in comes the penalty
the
corner.
shot.
It's set. The shot is a
Save.
good save off the foot. It still
Maybe.
breaks in the D, and it's going to be
Another
a reset of the penalty corner.
penalty.
So Birmingham kept it alive there. It was good defence from Durham, but they couldn't get rid of the ball, and they're going to have to defend another one. Another
Same
save with the
side.
feet from the Durham goalkeeper for the second time in this game. And Birmingham will reset and go again. I wonder if they'll go for the same tactic. It's set
the plan.
again. In goes the flick, and it's a brilliant save.
save.
Magnificent save from the Durham goalie.
Absolute
Reaching out a right hand to tip it just round the post.
cat amongst the sticks there. Great reflexes.
I think that's the closest we've come to a goal.
Yes.
Top save to stay focused, especially after making a save on the last penalty corner. And Birmingham now looking to hold on to the momentum they've gained. But they're going to lose possession here, down in the down in the corner. And Durham will hope to build out a bit and maybe relax some of the pressure that's on them.
Definitely, they'll look to ease off after those 2 conceded chances. Just need to find the tempo and rhythm they had.
There's some good skill to work some space, but again, they seem to have lost it. It's a big clash for the ball in the midfield, and it's going to be a Durham free hit. Birmingham couldn't quite win back possession there. Durham just looking to release the stranglehold that Birmingham have had on them in this third quarter. So, the ball being played around the back line here from Durham as they look to find space to get forward and hopefully find their way towards Birmingham's D. As the Durham 50 was shone so far, plays it back into the back line, and it's a loose touch that allows Birmingham back into possession.
Quick restart. Too quick.
The possession is lost instantly.
That period of play a bit lackluster there. Losing focus maybe. We are well into the game now.
Yeah, a few changes for both sides there. As Durham look to build out again. It's a good touch in the midfield from the 22, but she's going to lose it up the field to the Birmingham 85, who drives well down the right-hand side and gets a free hit just outside the D. And this is a good chance for Birmingham to look to create another scoring opportunity.
Is that chance wasted?
Well, no, they're still going to work it in. Or not. It's one high again.
Great tenacity.
Durham can't get out.
And it goes.
And it's going to go against Birmingham there. Durham just can't seem to get out of their own half at the moment. Birmingham certainly in control of the game in this period. And still, Durham can't get out. That's a poor position to lose it. It's worked into the scoring area. And we are going to see another penalty corner for the University of Birmingham.
Clearly Birmingham with a better half-time team talk.
Yeah, well, Durham just bringing the pressure onto themselves, and we're seeing here, I think, why Birmingham are top of this division. The press is good. They're causing so much pressure on the Durham defenders that they can't seem to get out at all. No. When they win it back, it's fast play, trying to look to find space and work it into the scoring area.
They're just grinding out chances, Birmingham. They're as soon as they lose it, they're back in, looking for another opportunity.
And this, of course, the third penalty corner now of the period for Birmingham.
Birmingham's fourth of the game.
Yeah, as they line up 7 players on the edge of the D. Can they find a way through the 4 defenders and goalie? Not yet.
Reset. Yes. They're looking to get the shot away this time.
Durham now only have 3 defenders on the line after one went too early there. And in comes the shot, and
there
it's
it is!
Into the back of the net.
It's the goal.
And Birmingham have the first goal of this game, and you have to say it's been coming.
I have to say the goal has been coming. We weren't too sure which way we'll be going for most parts of the game, but Birmingham have started the second half of this game much the better team. And as you say, that was probably deserved.
Yeah, the penalty corner comes to fruition. Durham lost a defender for one of them coming out of the goal too early, and that cost them.
That's the game, I guess, though.
Mishit flick from the set actually turned into a brilliant pass.
Yeah.
That was flicked into the back of the net on the far side.
Birmingham have to keep their heads now.
Definitely. I mean, you can see from the stats that they know how to win games. They are unbeaten, of course, in the league on Wednesdays this season, and they are hoping to make it 6 from 6. And playing like this, it looks hard for Durham to stop them.
Just heard a goal in the women's seconds game. Durham scoring there, so I think it's 1-0 in each game respectively, just for opposite sides.
as Birmingham look to now build on that goal. Anthony's prediction was in fact right. There was a goal.
What can I say?
He's a visionary.
I don't do buts and maybes. I do absolutes.
Thank you. Birmingham then looking to work it out from the back line, just inside their own half. There's a lot of movement up ahead as they look to try and find space inside the 23 and the scoring area. This time it's not going to come of anything as it goes straight out on that right hand side, and Durham will look to build out again. They really need to find some momentum in this half, in this period, because Birmingham have just been excellent since we came back out.
Well, I said it before Durham conceded. They had that double save, if you like, from the 2 consecutive penalty corners, and I said they had to reset there, just try and get a rhythm back. They weren't able to do that and conceded, and now it's more important than ever in this game that they do go back to the basics.
Yeah, they played so well in the second period that we had.
Yes.
Ended it really strong, had a couple of penalty corners themselves, Durham, and a few scoring chances. But it didn't come of anything in the end, and now, since we've come back out from the restart, Birmingham's been excellent.
The whole game, it's all been happening down that end, though.
There's a bit of a talking to there for a Durham defender inside the scoring area. As Birmingham and look again, and this time the 38 tries to switch the play. It's well blocked by Durham's 22 in the midfield, and it's going to go down as a free hit to Durham. All the players stopped for some reason, and I think we have an injury on the Birmingham side.
Looks like 2 injuries. Oh, no, just 1 injury.
Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully she is not hurt too badly in there, as she gets a light applause.
Good sportsmanship
off the pitch.
from
some support
Durham number 11
from the Durham defender, the Durham sweeper there, helping off the opposition forward, and hopefully that's not too bad of an injury.
What
because
numbers
that's
that going
nothing
off
we
for
like to
Birmingham?
see in sport.
The number 103, yeah. She's had a decent game, to be fair, so shame for it to end in that manner. Shouts from the Durham players to keep their heads up, and that is very true. They need to find their groove again. Good play out in the wing there, good control.
Somehow Durham have held on to the ball here. I
Need
think
to
just
pass.
looking to try and win a free hit because they're boxed in, and it's going to go Durham's way. Good work there, because in such a tight area, just have to find your way out in any way possible. Try and get the free hit.
I mean, that's probably all she could go for, the free hit, and she did well to win it.
So Durham at the moment with 2 up inside the Birmingham 23. Everyone else playing deep at the moment, and that's well worked out of a tight space. Still dribbling here, the number 77 for Durham, and it's well intercepted for Birmingham. Can they build out from the defence after a good run through the midfield from Durham 77? They're not out of this game at all. There's only 1 goal in it.
Just 1 up top for Birmingham, though. They need some support, and here it comes from the 144.
Brilliant dribbling from the 73, and it's played across goal, and the 144 can't get in time to get a flick on towards the goal.
144 really turned her engines on there. She, but just a bit more and she'd have got there, I think. That would have been 2-0. That would have put the game to bed.
It's a good control there from the 92 for Durham as she drives inside. Good tackle from the 38 for Birmingham, and it's going to go Birmingham's way on the free hit, which Durham's number 25 was not happy with the umpire for, but nothing you can do. Got to go with the umpire's decision. As the chilling wind still blows here on the Bournbrook Pavilion.
I think the wind's scared off the Durham fans. They've probably gone in search of coffee, which probably isn't a bad call.
They're still here, Anthony.
Are they?
Yeah, they're just further down. Oh, space now. Space is opened up for Durham on the right-hand side. The ball goes across, and it's going to break on the edge of the D for the 42, and it's going to go against Durham on the free hit.
I might step over that one.
Oh yeah, sorry, I am trapping Anthony in against the fence with the wire. You're not allowed to leave, Anthony. Birmingham now looking to find space on the right-hand side. They hold on to possession, and if it's laid back here, they'll find a way into the scoring area. It's well defended by Durham's 11, who I have to say has played well in defence as well.
Yes, very well.
And she's, in fact, dribbled brilliantly out, and then foregoes possession.
It's a shame because they're having to work so hard defensively, Durham, that they can only really commit 2 forward.
Birmingham playing it around the back line.
Which they can afford to do now with that 1-goal lead. Good fake there.
34 fakes a couple of times trying to sell the number 66, who is in a lone press at the moment.
Yeah.
Fighting a bit of a losing battle. And that's given away by Birmingham in the midfield. And that's the end of that third period.
My watch wasn't too out there, to be fair. I was only about 20 seconds there.
Well, what a period that was for Birmingham.
Indeed. The goal had to come. You were correct there. It was both doors were knocked on. But eventually it was Durham who caved in. Yeah,
certainly a dominant period of the game for Birmingham. They came out after that half-time break and really put the pressure on Durham, who felt almost trapped in their own 23, definitely, let alone their own half for the first 10-15 minutes of it. They kind of built themselves up the pitch a little bit, up the field towards the end of it, but they didn't get close to the momentum they found at the end of the first half.
Don't let your momentum drop, mate. Come on.
Got to keep it going.
1 quarter left. 1 quarter left, and it is very important that Durham stay focused. I can imagine their team talk will be something like, keep at it, keep your heads up, stay focused, and ultimately just do what they did to start the game. I mean, I know both teams came out with a lot of fight at the start of the game. Of course, energy levels will be dropping at this stage. But maybe that could be, if Durham come out for the last quarter with the same impetus they did in the first, that might catch Birmingham by surprise. You never know, they could find themselves a chance or two.
So, going into the final quarter, Anthony, do you see Durham finding a way back into it?
I think they have to either go big or go home. I mean, they'll go home either way, but I think they have to. As I just said, they have to come out fighting right at the beginning of this quarter. I don't see them leaving it late. No, because that's not the tactic they won't deploy. I just don't think it's. I don't think it's in them, to be honest. If Birmingham can have even half the pressure that they had in that quarter, I think they're plain sailing now.
Well, my hands are like ice, but the game is hotting up as we head into the final quarter.
Well, keep on the game then. Keep you warm.
That's what you get for tuning into UV Sport Fitness.
Yes.
If you are just joining us, we're 3 quarters down, want to go here at the Bournbrook Pavilion. At the Bournbrook Pitches even, next to the Bournbrook Pavilion, underneath the shadow of Old Joe, as the teams re-emerge for the final time. It is the University of Birmingham W1s 1, Durham University W1s 0.
Birmingham playing again towards the SO Garage, which has shown great success.
The SO Garage, or playing towards the SO Garage?
No, they're playing towards the SO Garage.
Yeah, but which one's had great success?
The team playing towards the SO Garage. Like in the first quarter, when Durham were playing that way, they had the success.
Yes, but Anthony, is the SO Garage having good success?
You'd have to ask the people in SO. Other petrol stations are available, but just not round. Just not here.
We're back underway. Birmingham with the pushback to get us going, and they're going to have possession on the far side to us on the right-hand side, bringing the ball back onto the pitch. A few shouts from both coaches as they look to hold on in Birmingham's case and chase back in Durham's case in this final period of the game. Birmingham work it down the left-hand side. It's through the legs, which was very much enjoyed by some Birmingham supporters, and it's going to be a free hit for Birmingham. The Durham number 92 there had the ball go straight through her legs. It's unfortunate, but it happens. As Birmingham drive forward, it's played towards the scoring area. It's intercepted well, but Durham can't build out. They've not got enough presence up the pitch, and Birmingham come again. Oh, nice. 3D skills finally in this game. I said I wanted to see them.
5-star skill moves from the
number 108 for Birmingham there.
Yeah.
As Birmingham switch it to their right-hand side, playing it around the back line a bit.
Good pressure from the 22 there.
Yeah, the 22 steps out the midfield to make the pressure tell and try and get Birmingham to play a loose pass, but they found their way up the pitch here on the left-hand side, and it's a good tackle.
It was another fairly easy ball through the midfield. That
it's going to be a Durham ball on the right-hand side for them as they play it back onto the field.
Maybe Durham leaving themselves quite wide in some areas, which is opening up easy passes for the Birmingham back line.
That deflects straight away, and it's going to be a free hit for Durham, and that whistle hurt my ear. Sorry. That's why you get so close to the pitch.
You can feel the action. You can hear the action. And you can see the action on UB Sport Fitness on our YouTube page.
And you can hear everything on the Burn FM channel.
Sorry, yes you can. You can do that as well.
Burn FM, of course, shining light of student radio in this country. Tune in whenever you can. If you want to hear these two voices that I'm sure you've enjoyed, then tune into Perfect Hat Trick next semester.
Indeed. We're back with your Premier League preview review session. But for now, that is not important, as Durham play an interesting ball in.
Again, it
just around knee height, which was flicked on.
And again, it just goes straight behind the goal line for Birmingham to play out again. But Durham just haven't been able to hold sustained possession in the scoring area since that second period. And before that, to be honest, they had that spell, but that's all they've had in this game. Of course, just the free shots for them. Birmingham themselves have also been restricted well to just the 4 shots in this game. It's been a tight affair that has come into its climax now. And Durham now finds space in the centre of the field, driving towards the Birmingham goal. Can they work it into the scoring area? It's well intercepted, and Birmingham just look to get it clear. If in doubt, get it out.
Did well to avoid the short corner there.
That's something that Birmingham can't afford, to forgo that space in the midfield and allow Durham a run at their defence, because that was a big chance for Durham, and they're still in a good area of the field here to try and get level. There's a good
snatched away before she could get the hit.
Very, very good tackle.
Very timely challenge.
So Birmingham will look to build out as much as they can. Up goes the aerial, and it's intercepted well by Durham. Good ball control from the 22 in the midfield. Durham now holding on to a lot of good ground in this game, and they're going to get the free hit just outside the dig.
That did look like it touched the foot.
Well, this is dangerous times as Birmingham look to hold on to their lead. You could say that the best form of defence is attack, but right now,
indeed,
that's not something Birmingham are managing to do.
Could we see another comeback for a draw? Like,
the ball is played into the D, and it's almost reached, coming round the back from the left-hand side. by the Durham number 30. She just couldn't quite get a stick on it to divert it goalwards.
We're getting towards the last couple of minutes now.
It's going to be a free hit for Birmingham.
We saw a brilliant snatching of points last night at St Andrews. Could Durham do the same in the hockey?
For those who don't follow Birmingham City, it was 2-2 last night against Peterborough United.
Yes.
So, Durham have possession very deep inside their half. They're not hanging about or dropping players deeper though. They're just going to look to go forward and forward only. I say as they are going to play it back. But I mean their focus is on getting the ball forward and finding a way through this Birmingham defence to level this game at 1-1. At the moment Birmingham still lead by 1-0. And it's going to be a free hit to Durham.
I think I'm okay.
And for all the momentum, Durham throw away possession there with a bit of loose control that hits the foot.
Birmingham certainly affording themselves a chance to keep
Ring the
players
changes.
behind. Yeah.
As the floodlights flicker into life here down at Bournbrook. The chilling wind still blows as we start to get darker now. But can Birmingham hold on to their 1-0 lead? As that's worked out really well. Good play.
Great play.
And there's space here for Birmingham on the counter-attack. As they find, well, a very good defender in that number 11 for Durham, stopping their way towards the goal.
Both 11 and 50 on opposite sides of the pitch
number
have been
144 not happy with the umpire's decision there.
good for
She exclaims that was stick, all stick.
Well,
that's the kind of insight you get. Space now for Durham. There's a lot of space opening up as I think we're getting some tired legs in this game.
massive expanses of blue for her to utilise, and she's got it.
The number 22 is into the D, and it's a free hit to Birmingham.
Ooh.
Good defence again from Birmingham inside the D. But again, a lot of space is opening up now in this field. I think with Durham chasing the game, they're looking to throw a lot of players forward, which leaves them open on the counter-attack, which we saw a few minutes ago. And Durham have won it high up the pitch here. We'll get back to what I was saying as it goes into the D. It's a good save, but it breaks, and it's, again, brilliant goalkeeping. And it's a free hit to Durham again. Birmingham look to play out. They're going to get the free hit. Well, the Birmingham goalkeeper's done very well when called upon.
When you get in that position, you'd think, what is it, 7 foot by 12 foot, that goal? You'd think they'd be able to find a space, but the keeper's done exceptionally well there.
Good challenge from the 22. It's going to go Birmingham's way on the call from the umpire. That seemed a bit contentious. I thought it came off a Birmingham stick, as did the Durham number 22. Birmingham restart then off this left-hand touchline, looking to still hold on to their 1-0 lead.
So just about 10 minutes to go, so still got the World
loose control, and Durham look to pounce and press.
They've done well there.
Yeah, well played out by Birmingham's number 89 in the left full-backer position.
This 89's been quite solid, had a good game. Good cleaning up at the back.
Oh, but it's lost. And it is going to go down as a free hit. The umpire took his time to make the decision. But it does go Birmingham's way.
Are we on camera now? No?
Birmingham play out again then off of the free hit as it's spread out here to the left wing, and it's intercepted well by the number 50 for Durham, who's gone quiet in the second half. She's not happy with the challenge.
No.
And nor was the umpire.
The pitch speaks 1,000 words there. Look on her face as one of disappointment, anger, confusion.
harsh.
Oh.
Durham finds space again in the centre of the park, and they're going to get the free hit for it. Just outside the 23, I believe. Is this a chance to get it into the D and potentially give themselves a chance to level it up?
What are taking this one? Right in the middle here. Options on both wings.
It goes back to the captain, number 11, and they work it down the left wing, and that's going to be another free hit. Comes straight off the Birmingham boot. She's got a captain shin pad.
Yeah.
Shin
Shin pad.
I mean shin band.
That, yeah. That.
Yes. As Durham look to switch the play, it falls down to this left-hand side. Goes back to the captain again, number 11, who tries to play it into the D. It breaks, and it's controlled well in the D. And it's going to be a free hit for Birmingham. Well defended in the D again.
Great guile shown there from Birmingham. It's those where they'll start, where you can make those rash challenges maybe. They're very composed in those
Again,
areas.
the press is high. It's going to be another free hit for Birmingham, coming off the foot of a Durham defender. Birmingham need to control the game now, as that's good ball control with the stick from the 38, and it's just in front of the 16,
just
coming forward
evades.
from left full back. But brilliant ball control and skill from the number 38 in the midfield for Birmingham there. That's going to go against Birmingham. It's a green card there for the number 16. So she heads off of the field, and this is a good chance for Durham now with one extra player.
Choosing that back line 16 as well. So
yes, can Durham take advantage of the player advantage with 11 against 10 for the next couple minutes? Well, not yet. It's another free hit for Birmingham, and I think now Birmingham are just going to focus on the defending with one player down.
Durham could have done with anything other than a stoppage there. I think they were unfortunate.
And Birmingham have got their number 89 back on to cover in that left full back position that they've just lost a player in, as that aerial falls straight to Durham, and Birmingham look to stop Durham getting too far forward again, but it's going to be a free hit for the women in purple as they try and find their way back into this game late on. Can they steal a point? Or maybe all three, there's still time. Miscontrol.
Rare mistake from the 50.
Miscontrol from the number 50 on this near side, and that could disappoint as we hear some music on the sideline there.
A bit late. Yeah, into the last 5 now.
Yeah, as Birmingham look to come forward, it's intercepted well by Durham with the number 42, but it's given straight back to Birmingham. Can they potentially build an attack with one player less? No. It's well intercepted by the captain, number 11, in that sweeper position, and she spreads it out to the right hand side, but it's overhit. It's in front of her teammate, the number 14, and again Durham break down in attack. So Birmingham have it on the right hand side, and they get the free hit. Good skill from the 38 again, who's shown a bit of skill in this final quarter. Birmingham again have possession in the back line as the game behind us ends with a Durham victory for the second team against Birmingham's second team. In this one, it's still Birmingham W1s who lead, and they're going to get possession here.
What's been given here?
It's a long corner, that's still what it's called.
it's what we've been calling a long corner. So for sake of consistency, it's a long corner.
Yes. Birmingham work it back into the back line again, looking to open up some space in the field. It's into the midfield now. And back. Birmingham holding on to some possession. Looking to maybe kill the game as well as move around the defenders and find space. But the control is poor from 144.
Oh, you didn't know it.
Durham will get possession again. I'm not sure how long they've got now to try and find an equaliser.
Just over 2 minutes.
By Anthony's watch, we've got just over 2 minutes.
That's not gone. That's not gone.
That ball has gone into touch.
Not from where I was standing, it didn't.
Birmingham then keeping it in the corner to try and slow down the game, and they're going to get the free hit out of it. Or
Good
the
game
long corner
management.
even, yeah, they're looking to manage this game now. Hold on to the 1-0 lead. And potentially take all 3 points as that comes off a Durham foot, and they're going to get another free hit here up the field.
Do you
That
think
looks
they'd
as
risk
if Birmingham
it?
were going for goal there.
Do you think they'd risk it and go for goal here?
I think if I'm Birmingham, I'm wanting to stay in the corner, maybe keep it around the back line as well.
Yes.
Just defend the lead with such little time to go. That's good, but that's given away. And that's going to be another green card. The number 38 for Birmingham heads off of the field. And Birmingham back down to 10 players. That pass is just about kept in.
Between 73.
And it's going to go Birmingham's way. The 21 not happy with the decision. And Birmingham's way it goes again as they look to run down this clock and take all 3 points from Bournbrook.
Birmingham should probably be on the home straight here.
Yeah. Old Joe chimes as it's passed out from the back by the goalkeeper.
Old Joe's passed out.
Old Joe is still standing.
Better than he ever did. Looks like a true survivor.
And there goes the full-time whistle. Here at Bournbrook, it's going to be a 1-0 victory for the University of Birmingham Women's Ones here against Durham University Ones. A big win for Birmingham. It was a cagey affair, not too much in terms of attacking flair, attacking chances. But one goal from a penalty corner in the third quarter of the game was enough for Birmingham to take the points here in Bournbrook. Anthony, what did you think?
Well, I don't know about you, but I might go and get a lottery ticket because I said there'd be a goal and I said that goal would win the game. I said next goal would win at half time and I was right. So there we are.
Well, I think Birmingham deserved it in the end.
Yes.
Certainly on their second half performance. I think they were by far the better side. Durham had periods of dominance, maybe.
They let their heads drop, I think, Durham.
Yeah, I think that third quarter coming out of half time was Birmingham's, and they completely dominated it. And that's, of course, where the goal came.
Yep.
And at that point, Durham just didn't seem to be able to fight their way back into the game.
No.
So, thank you if you've tuned in to UB Sport Fitness for this one. We've
you
certainly
very
enjoyed
much.
ourselves.
We have. It's my first real taste of the game of hockey, and it was a good one. Good one.
Definitely. It's always nice to see lots of goals, but I thought we saw a very interesting and very, very cagey and tight affair between two closely matched sides, and this will extend Birmingham's lead at the top of the table in the Premier North A.
Wasn't it 1 at the start of the game?
Yeah, I've just remembered it's A.
Oh. It's not O, it's A. So we are the men warming up now. Birmingham men, let's see if they can replicate the success
Right.
of the women, and are we being instructed that that's time?
Yeah,
for us?
thank you for
Yes.
tuning into UB Sport Fitness for this game. I've been Aidan Clark.
He's been Aidan Clark.
He's been Anthony Johnson.
I've been Anthony Johnson.
I'm trying to do a professional outro here.
Yeah.
It's finished here on the Bournbrook Pitches. The University of Birmingham W1s 1, Durham University W1s 1, 0.
Thank you. Good night.